Hello and welcome to Global Bike Buzz. It's great to have you here today, because we are diving deep into a motorcycle legend. Yes, I'm talking about the 2026 Suzuki Hayabusa. You've likely heard about this bike for its name alone. It's one of the most iconic superbikes ever made, and today, we're going to explore every angle, the way it looks from the front, the side, the rear, its engine, how it performs, what pricing looks like, and finally, what makes it tick as a whole. Whether you're a die-hard sport bike fan or just love beautiful engineering, stick around because this ride deserves your attention. Rolling up to it, picture the front end. Immediately, your eyes are drawn to the pronounced nose, sharp yet smooth, merging sportiness with refinement. The LED headlights are slender, fierce, set into a fairing that's aggressively aerodynamic. The windscreen rides just above, angled just right to slice through the air, while the air intake has to strategically place it to hint at the power behind its sleek face. Suzuki seems to have balanced function and flair perfectly here. Now, shift your gaze to the side. The bodywork flows fluidly from nose to tail, signature Hayabusa curves giving it that flying falcon aura. The fairings wrap around the engine, creating a seamless visual flow. The exhaust pipe runs low and smooth, ending in a bold, dual-outlet muffler. The fuel tank is sculpted for gripping with your legs, yet it maintains a refined elegance. Look closely at the alloy wheels. They're not just lightweight, they're sculpted in a way that complements the bike's speed ethos. Every line, every panel seems designed for one purpose: to make you go fast and look good doing it. At the rear, the tail is compact and muscular. The haunches flare naturally, wrapping around the seat and amplifying that forward-leaning, ready-to-launch stance. The sleek LED tail light is integrated neatly, making the rear end look futuristic and tidy. The license plate hanger and reflector are discreet and no bulky clutter, just clean lines and purposeful design. Take a moment to appreciate how the rear tire is perfectly framed by the swing arm, balanced both visually and mechanically. Peering under that fairing, we find the heart of the beast, the engine. The 2026 Hayabusa houses a transverse inline-4, liquid-cooled, likely with displacement in the 1,340cc range, carrying on the tradition of big-bore thrill. It's a modern marvel, advanced fuel injection, ride-by-wire throttle, selectable engine maps, and probably a smart balance of aggressive power and refined control. The internals are strengthened to handle high RPMs, and there's probably a counterbalancer to reduce vibration as smooth at high speeds, but still raw and thrilling when you twist the throttle. When you open the throttle, the engine comes alive with a growl that deepens as the revs climb. The throttle mapping options give you control in maybe a rain, road, and sport mode, allowing a softer setup on wet days and full, explosive performance when conditions allow. Expect torque that pulls hard from mid-RPMs, with top end that keeps pulling strong all the way to the limiter. Modern electronics, traction control, wheelie control, and even anti-wheelie mapping work quietly to keep all that power manageable, especially when you're pushing limits on twisty roads or the track. Jump on and the riding position feels sporty without being punishing. The clip-on handlebars are positioned so that you're leaned in, but not folded, giving confidence at high speed, stability at cruise, and agility in corners. The seat is firm enough for control yet comfortable enough for a longer ride. It's not a touring bike, but you won't immediately feel sore after a spirited ride either. As you ride, the chassis impresses. The Hayabusa has always been praised for its stability at high velocity, and here it's even sharper. The frame, suspension, and geometry harmonize to give you planted confidence, whether bombing down a straight or leaning into challenging corners. The suspension likely features adjustable forks and a rear shock, so you can dial in compliance or stiffness depending on your preference. Brakes are probably dual front discs with radio-mounted calipers, big, powerful, and modulatably combined with a single rear disc that offers dependable stopping power when needed. On the road, the Hayabusa doesn't just ride, it dominates. It accelerates brutally, yet smoothly, delivering exhilarating thrust with each twist. Corner entries feel controlled, while exits launch you forward with planted confidence. The electronics help keep the bike upright when your inner rider demands more, and the seamless integration means you barely notice them unless they intervene. Wind blast at high speed is mitigated by the fairing and windscreen, though your arms and helmet still catch some pressure, but that's part of the exhilarating experience. Now, let's talk numbers. Pricing for the 2026 model isn't finalized yet, but based on history, the base price could land in the ballpark of around $17,999. That figure is educated speculation, based on the 2024 model being priced at about $17,999, with increments for new tech and inflation. 2026 might stretch to $18,999 or even $19,499. In different markets in Europe or the UK, for example, the pricing will reflect currency changes and local taxes. In Pakistan, given the import duties and taxes, expect considerably higher on-road prices. We'll keep our eyes peeled for official announcements to confirm. However, what's certain is that the Hayabusa traditionally delivers exceptional value for a liter-plus sport bike filled with advanced features, remarkable speed, and legendary styling. So, how does it all come together? The 2026 Suzuki Hayabusa feels like a seamless continuation of the iconic lineage, but with modern sophistication. The exterior commands attention with aggressive yet fluid styling from every angle: front, side, rear. The engine and electronics deliver power that's thrilling but tempered with control. The suspension and brakes give you the confidence to explore the limits, while the riding position balances sport with a touch of comfort. Price-wise, you're looking at a premium figure, but one that's justified by what you get. One of the most storied superbikes on the planet, reimagined for today's riders and tomorrow's roads. That wraps up our full walk-around, deep dive, and review of the 2026 Suzuki Hayabusa. If you enjoyed this ride, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Global Bike Buzz,